Welcome to the channel. A long time ago in Russia, there was a family called the Karamazov. Now, this was no ordinary family. Oh, no. This family was torn apart by greed, passion, and rivalry. And their story is one that will make you question everything you thought you knew about good and evil. So grab a cup of tea and settle in because it's story time. This is the story of the Brothers Karamazov. Once upon a time, there was a rich man who had 3 sons. His name was Fyodor Karamazov, and he was the embodiment of greed and selfishness. You see, when he had his first son, Dmitri, he was so overcome with the birth of his first child that he lavished him with all the love and care a baby could ask for. But when his second son, Ivan, was born, something inside him snapped. Maybe it was because Ivan wasn't the spitting image of him like Dmitri was, or maybe it was because he just didn't feel like being a father again. Whatever the reason, he began to treat Ivan as an inconvenience, a burden, a reminder of his own mortality. And as the years went by, the resentment grew until it consumed him. When his third son, Alyosha, was born, he decided to banish his wife and raise the boys as a single father. And as you can imagine, young Ivan and Alyosha grew up resenting their father for the way he treated them. Then, as if it couldn't get any worse, he married a woman named Grusha, who only made things worse for the boys. She was everything they hated about their father, and she treated them with the same disdain and disrespect. The only difference was that she was even more cunning than he was. As the boys got older, the tension in the house grew until it was unbearable. Then one day, the unthinkable happened. Dmitri, the eldest son, came home to find their father beaten to death. And when the police found out that he had a 10,000 ruble life insurance policy, they didn't bother to look for anyone else. To make a long story short, they arrested him and charged him with murder, even though he insisted that he was innocent. Now, Ivan, being the intellectual that he was, began to question everything he had ever been taught about God, morality, and justice. He started to believe that there was no point in trying to be good, because ultimately it didn't matter. After all, his father was dead, and the only person who could have avenged his death was Dmitri, who was sitting in jail. So what was the point of it all? Meanwhile, Alyosha, the youngest Karamazov, was struggling with his own demons. He too hated his father, but he didn't want to give in to the darkness inside him. Instead, he sought peace through faith and compassion. He believed that love was the answer, the only thing that could conquer hate. As the story unfolds, we see the 3 brothers grapple with their inner demons. Dmitri is consumed by his hatred for his father and the desire for revenge. Ivan is consumed by his doubts and disbelief in everything. And Alyosha is consumed by his faith and his belief in the power of love. And that, my friends, is the story of the Brothers Karamazov. A story about the eternal struggle between good and evil that rages within each and every one of us. Which brother do you think is right? Is it Dmitri, the hot-headed but passionate one? Or is it Ivan, the intellectual who can't believe in anything? Or maybe it's Alyosha, the innocent one who believes in the power of love. Let me know your thoughts. And now here's your quote of the day. Remember, it's never too late to be what you might have been. Until next time.